Hey guys, welcome back. So my name is Gia if you're new here, and if you don't know this already, I've been on Accutane for 5 months so far, and I did make a video of my 4-month Accutane experience, which is a video that I recommend you watch before you watch this video, just because my opinions have definitely changed completely about the actual drug, because so many things have just changed so much in my life because of it. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why I quit taking Accutane for a few weeks after taking it for 5 months straight, because there were a lot of side effects that just got to me. And I think it's important to share this with everybody, just in case you're in this situation yourself and you're confused about why it's happening and you're like, I don't understand, I just feel crazy. In case you're new here and you're not sure what Accutane is, this is the definition right here, and it's important to know about this drug before you watch this video so you're not walking into like a complete confusion. Like, you at least want to know what I'm talking about and why this is so serious. This might be a really long video, but I just really want to help somebody out there that might be going through the same thing as me or has done before and just is like in need of reassurance that somebody else has been through what they've been through, and it can help them just feel a little bit better about themselves. So overall, I'm just gonna get straight to the video. I hope you enjoy, and leave any questions down below if you are still curious. Let me know what you want to talk about or something down below. I'll definitely get back to you. So let's just get into this video. Start off, right after I filmed my 4-month update, everything kind of changed completely. Like, it was just crazy how fast everything in my life changed after taking Accutane for 4 months. If you were watching my last video, I explained to you how I was tired all the time and I just like had a little bit of anxiety when I was in the car, but things completely like escalated so much to the point that my whole life basically changed. So when I was on Accutane for 5 months, I don't know what the reason was, but it had the most effect on me than I've ever had before on this drug. I started off very sleepy to begin with, like the first 4 months, but when the 5th month came, I was sleeping so much. I'm a morning person, and for some reason I did not want to wake up. I stayed home a lot from school. My grades went down so much, but I'll get into that reason after this. I honestly was sleeping so much throughout the day that I was barely awake throughout the day, besides when I had to go to school or when I was forced to do something. I honestly just wanted to be in my room and sleep. I guess you can say the side effect that really hit me, if you want to be like realistic and I want to be honest with you guys and genuine to help anybody out without putting any like lies in between this, I guess you can say I was depressed, because that's like a big sign of depression, is when you are tired all the time and you just have no motivation to do anything. That's exactly how I felt, and I was just so annoyed that I felt like that. It was like I was stuck in this bubble that I could not get out of, and I really thought it was this drug, and I know it was for a fact, because after I got off of it, I feel so different now. I feel 10 times better, 100 times better, honestly. Just took a little bit of a getting out of my system to, okay, I'm like rushing through this, but I just really wanted to get that out there, that I kind of became depressed being on this drug, and it's very scary to be like that. If you never had depression before and then this apparently just like pops into your life, it's so hard to get out. It's not possible to say, I'm going to be happy today if you're depressed. It's just not possible. Like, it's very hard to make sure you're happy. The next thing that happened to me, which was super dramatic and kind of scary in my opinion, is that my emotions were non-existent. I literally had no emotions whatsoever. Anything that could possibly make me happy, I wasn't happy about. If I had a reason to be sad, I wouldn't be sad. If I had a reason to be mad, I wouldn't be mad. I literally felt absolutely nothing. And it's kind of weird to explain, but the best thing I can say if I'm really trying to explain this to someone who doesn't understand is that I felt my whole body was just, it was existing, but it wasn't really living. Like, I really did not want to participate in anything. I just wanted to be alone 24/7. I really hated being around people. I had super bad mood swings. I feel like I was nasty to everybody, and I was literally annoyed at everybody ever. Like, I just felt like I was never happy. If I ever felt an emotion, it would just be anger or sadness. I would never feel truly happy. If I did, I was totally faking it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, because I don't want people to worry about me. I've never been that kind of person that just is like, here are my problems, please take them, help me, I want attention. Like, no, I keep it to myself. So when I was going through this time, I was kind of in denial with other people because I did not tell people how I felt. And after this whole thing happened, they kind of told me afterwards that I was a completely different person during my 5th month of Accutane because they can see my mood was changing. I was extremely depressed, they could tell, because I literally did not want to do anything. I had no motivation. So another thing going on with no motivation is that my grades in school went down tremendously. And it's my senior year, so thankfully it doesn't really affect me that much, but my whole life I've been like a 90 plus student throughout every class. My average and all my report cards were super great, but this past, like, the 4th month and the 5th month were not good for me because my average literally went down 20 points. I went from a 90 to 95 student to a 70 student. And that is not like me whatsoever. I never go through phases where my grades just plummet. Like, I actually do care about my grades, but during this time, I didn't care. I didn't want to go to school that much, so I did stay home a lot. Didn't want to go to school anymore. I had no care in the world to get good grades. I didn't care about anything. It felt like I was just tired of living, basically, and that might sound harsh to say, but being honest, like, that's exactly how I felt. Nothing made me happy. So I was like, what's the point? Like, why am I going to try so hard? And no matter how hard I tried, which I barely did try, let's be honest, my grades weren't good. So I didn't care. Like, I was failing and failing, and I saw all the grades come. I was getting zeros on homework, zeros on this, zeros on this. This never happens to me. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And then when people would talk to me, I would lose train of thought so quickly to the point that I don't even remember what anybody has told me during that month. Literally, when I tell you that I could not concentrate on any conversation that I had for more than 5 seconds because my mind was somewhere else. I wasn't thinking about what they ate that day. I wasn't thinking about their little small talk conversations they were having with me because I was so consumed with my thoughts. And while I say I had no emotion, I was thinking so much. I was thinking so down in my head that I was like, you're not worthy, you're not this, you're not that. I was putting so many bad thoughts into my head during this time period, and I couldn't interact with other people that well because I just couldn't concentrate. So if I had a conversation with them and they're talking to me about yesterday's conversation, I definitely completely lied to them and told them like, oh yeah, like I just had to kind of go with the flow in the conversation because I don't remember what they told me yesterday. I don't remember what you told me today because I wasn't paying attention. And sometimes I would try so hard to pay attention in somebody's conversation and I couldn't. Like, I genuinely had trouble focusing on any conversation that I had. So that's a huge problem that I was going through. And basically during this whole month I had so many mental issues that it took over me to the point that I felt like I couldn't even go throughout a normal day without feeling so drained and tired. And it was totally because of Accutane, because I've never felt this way before, and it's so scary to experience that because it's like you want to stay on this drug because you want the clear skin, you want the final result to be as perfect as it can be. And I totally understand that because I went through that. I was putting my feelings aside and my mental health aside to have clear skin. I did go through the full 5 months of Accutane, but when I went back to the dermatologist to get a refill of my 6 months, I literally started just crying hysterical. She was like, oh, so how are you feeling? And I did not look good that day. I looked like I literally just woke up out of bed and I went there because I just didn't care. I was like, oh, whatever, I guess this will do, this outfit. I was literally in like pajamas, and I'm not like that whatsoever. I just didn't care. As I told you, nothing mattered to me. So I just went there basically like emotionless, and she was like, oh, so how are you? And I just remember like I was trying to hold in my tears, and I'm not the type of person to ever cry. If you know me, I literally never cry. It's kind of weird. I just don't. The fact that I went to the doctors and I literally just started bawling my eyes out for a good like 10 minutes. My mom had to leave the room. The dermatologist was talking to me. She was like, "What's going on? Like, why do you feel this way? What's wrong? I don't think it's the Accutane that's affecting you." And I was like, honestly, I think it's the Accutane because I've never felt this much sadness before in my life. Honestly, like, I feel kind of vulnerable telling you guys this since it's going out to the whole world, but it's so important to put this message out there and the real life situations that people go through when they're going through experiences like this. Sharing this to the world definitely can help somebody. Even if you took Accutane or you are taking it right now and you feel this a little bit of this way, please tell your dermatologist right away. Tell your doctor right away. You don't want to be on this medication any longer because trust me, my feelings, like I felt a little bit sad in the beginning, and then as time went on and I was continuing taking it, my feelings got worse and worse and worse. Like it just got so bad to the point that I just couldn't be on it anymore. So my skin actually did clear up, and I'm not wearing any makeup for this video just because I don't see a point in wearing makeup if this is an Accutane video, which is about a pill that clears up your skin. So I haven't been on Accutane for, I would say, for 2 to 2.5 weeks right now, and my skin's very, very clear, thankfully. So I actually am going back on my 6th month of Accutane, which I'm a little bit nervous about, to tell you the truth. In a week, I'm going to go back to the dermatologist, get my 6-month prescription of Accutane because I needed a break off of it to see how my body felt without it. And honestly, ever since I haven't been on Accutane, I feel completely like myself again. It took a few days to feel like that because the medication needed to get out of my system a little bit, and I have my feelings back. I actually care about things. I enjoy life way, way more. I'm a lot happier, and it's only been 2 weeks of not taking Accutane. So the fact that that little short time period of not taking a drug can literally change my life completely compared to what it was. From no motivation, sad all the time, wanted to sleep, didn't care about anything, couldn't focus on talking to anybody, to happy myself again. I'm not so stressed about the bad thoughts in my head. I'm not feeling that way anymore, and I really am happy that I don't feel that way. But my dermatologist did say that doing 5 months of Accutane, which I did, it's good, but doing the full 6 months gives you a way better reassurance that you're not going to break out ever again. So 5 months will be good for now, but I'm not going to take the risk of going through the full 5 months of Accutane to possibly break out again, which having breakouts for me and acne was the worst experience of my life, and it was also a great experience just because it let me grow as a person. It made me really understand that looks don't define a person, and I've said this in my past videos, but I truly mean it. Like, what you look on the outside, if you have acne or any other imperfections, it doesn't make you a different person. It's just, it's on you. You're not really your skin. Like, that's not who you are. It's just, it happens to be there. It's whatever. Like, just deal with it until you can find a way to kind of fix it to make yourself happy. But doing the full 6 months is important to me because it gives me a little bit of hope that I will not get bad acne again, or even acne in general. I'm going to go back to the dermatologist soon, get my last month of Accutane, and just try to finish it off and think as positive as possible while taking the last month, and think this is the end. This is really it. I don't have to do this anymore. I'm doing this for myself and my confidence. I'm going to have clear skin finally and not have to worry about a life with packing on pounds of makeup on my face. And another thing I want to add is that ever since my skin has cleared up on this Accutane, I wear way less makeup. I don't wear foundation anymore, and even though I love makeup, I really love not wearing makeup. Like, I literally put a little bit of concealer under my eyes and fill in my eyebrows, and that's it. That's all I wear lately. I definitely want to like film a video showing you guys what kind of makeup that I wear now that my skin is clear. Just like a supernatural makeup tutorial, so that's exciting. I'm happy that I'm finally at the point in my life where I don't have to rely on makeup to make me feel confident. Because now that my skin is clear and it's smooth, I don't have to stress. Like, it's so stress-free. So even though Accutane definitely had a horrible effect on my mental health, and a lot of things in my life. I can honestly say that it was totally worth it because I'm at the point in my life where my skin is clear and I'm ready for new beginnings. I'm ready to meet people and not have to worry about them just judging me off of my acne. Worrying about other people's judgments isn't something that you should be doing, but being realistic here, you do care what other people think. And you might say, I don't care, I care more about my own opinion. I really love myself no matter what. And I believe that completely. Self-love is so important, but as a human, it's natural to worry about what other people think of us. And for me, I just feel better about myself having clear skin and going through the 6 month of Accutane, even though it possibly could bring on bad side effects again, affecting my life. It's gonna be worth it. I just know it because I'm at the point I'm just done with worrying about these little things on my face that ruin my day. I just don't want to have that burden on my life anymore. It's time for change. It's time to put positive vibes in this world and share out stories that can help people. We need more people that are just genuine and not embarrassed of telling their real life stories that can just influence people to become better people. Overall, I really hope this video helped you learn something. It helped you learn the bad and the good of Accutane. The bad, it totally ruins your mental health. Maybe I'm like a rare case because my dermatologist said that it's very rare that this happens, but it happens. So maybe I'm like a 1 in a billion. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's good. The positive is that you have clear skin. To me, that was way more important than worrying so much about not feeling that great. Now, take into consideration that your feelings do completely matter. Don't hide them. Tell people exactly how you feel because hiding them is not benefiting you. It's not benefiting anybody around you. You need to be honest and open about your feelings, even if you're like me, who definitely is not open about my feelings sometimes because I don't like people worrying about me. So it's important to get the truth out, whether it will make you a little bit nervous, but it's totally worth it. Another thing that I learned is that your confidence grows as you start telling people how you feel. If you feel like your emotions are kind of affecting your relationships with people, just tell them the truth. Be like, look, I'm sorry if I'm acting this way, if I'm acting rude or whatnot, but I'm going through this and I hope you understand. And until this is done, I might be acting a little off and a little rude. But if you're at least open with them and being vulnerable about yourself and your feelings, you'll be more open to tell people the truth in the future, and that's growing as a person, as an individual. You will just become smarter and more stern with what you tell people and confident. Don't be embarrassed about how you feel. If you're feeling down or something, don't be embarrassed about it. It happens. It's a human emotion, totally normal. So I don't know. I just really hope this video helped you learn more about Accutane, what it can possibly do to you, and it just helps you understand the truth about this. And maybe somebody else went through the same thing that I went through, or it will eventually go through it if they are going to take Accutane in the future, and maybe this video will pop up and it will help them. So that's really all I want to do, is to help somebody by posting this so that it's super honest, and that's it. So if you want to see my update after the 6 months, definitely like this video, subscribe down below, let me know how you felt about this video, and that's it. So I hope you really enjoyed and have an amazing day.